Why you don't hear about Caitlyn Jenner anymore. Number 12. Kardashian drama. In 2017, Caitlyn Jenner's memoir, The Secrets of My Life, revealed a lot of detailed secrets about her life and her role in the Kardashian family. And that didn't go too great with the rest of the Kardashian clan. It revealed some controversial family secrets, one of which included claims that Rob Kardashian believed O.J. Simpson was guilty and that Kris Jenner knew about Caitlyn's gender identity before it came out to the rest of the world. Considering everything that the Kardashians do is posted everywhere, online and social media, secrets don't last very long. So it didn't take long for the family to find out, and a feud broke out. Number 11. Her show was canceled. She had a documentary series on E! Called I Am Kate, and the show broke records for its open and honest representation of an openly transgender person on TV. The series had a record 2.7 million viewers that tuned in for the premiere in 2015. The show was all about how Bruce Jenner transitioned into a woman and started a new life. But despite an impressive number of viewers in the beginning, the reality show struggled to keep an audience, and the ratings went down dramatically. E! Said in a statement, "We are incredibly proud of the 2 seasons of I Am Kate, a groundbreaking docuseries that sparked an important and unprecedented global conversation about transgender people, their struggles and triumphs. Caitlyn and E! Have mutually decided not to move forward with another series at this time. She will always remain part of the E! family, and we look forward to continuing following her journey as she appears on Keeping Up with the Kardashians." Number 10. Blacklisted. During the presidential election in 2016, Caitlyn Jenner's conservative views made members of the LGBTQ community eager to ask questions and find out where she stands on LGBTQ issues. She faced intense backlash for admitting her mixed feelings to marriage equality on the Ellen DeGeneres show in 2015. But that's not all. She did not stand up for the LGBTQ community. Caitlyn Jenner said in an interview with USA Today, "Listen, I understand the Democratic Party is better on all LGBT issues. I'm not an idiot." Then she said she felt like she could convince Republicans to do better. Number 9. Health issues. She has been dealing with some health problems over the last few years, and it hasn't been very easy on her. As most of us know, she used to be an Olympian, and she now has to deal with knee replacement surgery because of severe knee pain caused by her Olympic training days. A source said, "Kate's paying for it now. Her knees stiffen up and ache. The discomfort is sometimes unbearable. Since she started wearing heels full-time and out in public instead of just at home in private, her condition and the pain have become worse over time. But just like any woman, it's something you have to get used to and realize pain is beauty." The last thing she wants is to have to give up wearing heels after going through all the trouble to transition into a female. Number 8. Tabloids. Caitlyn Jenner's private life has been a hot topic for the public eye, magazines, and news for years. But once she finally finished her transition from male to female, social media and the tabloids were more and more invasive and overbearing. So much so that the star became more and more private and wasn't seen in public very often. During a lot of her interviews, she would always say that dating wasn't a priority for her, and when asked about her transition, she wouldn't give much detail about it. When she interviewed with Piers Morgan, she said, "Life is very busy. I've had 3 marriages, 10 children, I've got 12 or 13 grandchildren, so I don't think I ever want to pursue a relationship. No, I don't see it in my future." Then Piers made a mistake and asked her about her intimate life, and that's when the interview took a turn for the worst. He asked her if she had been physically intimate since the gender change, and Jenner didn't take long to respond to that one, saying, "You're going too far, and it's none of your business. You made a comment there, and that's why you would get in trouble, okay? You said certain areas that to a trans person is disrespectful. It's not funny, it's life. It's a very serious part of my life. It's not something that you joke about, this is serious stuff." I'm sure after hearing that response that Piers regrets ever asking that question. Number 7. Getting married? Even though Caitlyn Jenner stated that she wasn't looking for love, it sounds like she might be getting hitched for the 4th time. In May 2018, some talk surfaced about her alleged plans to marry 21-year-old transgender student named Sophia Hutchins. Despite the 47-year difference between them, the two have been romantically linked together since November 2017. At first, their relationship was described as just friends, with a sort of mother and daughter dynamic. Kate says she can really see herself spending the rest of her life with Sophia. A source said that Caitlyn feels like a total outcast after losing friends in the LGBTQ community and having issues with family. She wants someone who she can feel accepted by and really felt alone before she met Sophia. The Gossip Rag says the pair has plans to make things official and get married in a private, intimate setting close to Caitlyn's house in Malibu. However, Jenner's rep denied the wedding rumors, saying there's no marriage being planned that they're aware of. Number 6. Lawsuits. In February 2015, Jenner was in a fatal car accident involving multiple vehicles on the Pacific Coast Highway. Jenner rear-ended a Lexus and sent another car into oncoming traffic. They didn't conduct an investigation and determined that Jenner wasn't speeding or on a cell phone at the time and hit the brakes before impact, so she wasn't charged with any crimes. But the incident led to a legal battle that lasted 3 years in civil courts, and all of the negative press that kept haunting her threatened to take away her career. Caitlyn Jenner said in a statement, "My heartfelt and deepest sympathies go out to the family and loved ones, and to all of those who were involved or injured in this terrible accident. It is a devastating tragedy, and I cannot pretend to imagine what this family is going through at this time. I am praying for them. I will continue to cooperate in every way possible." The following year, Jenner settled a lawsuit with the woman's stepkids, but still faced a separate case with the person who was driving the Hummer, and that lawsuit went on until January 2018 and ended up in an $800,000 settlement. By the way, please hit the subscribe button, it really helps us out. Okay, now back to the video. Number 5, no show. After the cancellation of the show I Am Kate, Jenner would turn up on the show Keeping Up with the Kardashians from time to time. But in 2017, she stopped appearing on the show. It's probably not very surprising due to her wanting to be more private about her life and all the negative backlash she was receiving. Her relationship with the Kardashians became more and more distant, and even her ex-wife Kris Jenner seemed to lose touch with Caitlyn. She told Vanity, "I don't think she'll appear. You might see her in maybe episode 1? I'm just not sure. I can't remember." She jokingly said, "I can't remember what happened yesterday." Around the same time, Caitlyn was missing from the credits on Keeping Up with the Kardashians Season 1 for its 10-year anniversary special. Soon after that, Caitlyn's rep confirmed to The Insider that she wouldn't be returning on the small screen for the 14th season of the show. Number 4, charity work. After her transition, Caitlyn became focused on using her platform to raise awareness about LGBTQ issues. She worked with MAC Cosmetics to help raise $1.3 million in 2016 for the MAC AIDS Fund. Caitlyn told the New York Daily News, "I've learned that I am the exception to the rule. I am certainly not the rule. The horror stories I've heard of homelessness and what we call survival crimes by trans people just to survive, it's shocking to see how tough it really is out there for most of the community. So it's been eye-opening. I realize that I'm in a position where I can help people who are really struggling by creating a platform and bringing exposure to the issue." In January of the next year, Jenner announced that her and MAC Makeup would collaborate on doing an entire line of products. But when it became known that none of the profits from the second makeup line would be donated, she got a lot of harsh criticism from members of the trans community. A transgender woman said, "If they want to target this line on the trans community and ask us to spend our money, she should definitely split the profits for donations." Number 3, Khloe Kardashian. Rumors started popping up everywhere about Caitlyn's transition long before she officially announced it in 2015. But despite the rumors and all the talk about it, Khloe Kardashian said Caitlyn still refused to come out to her family. Khloe claims that her stepfather would say all the rumors were not true. During her appearance on The Ellen Show, Kardashian said she recalls the family asking, "Bruce, what's going on? We're hearing all these rumors." She says it's clear Jenner knew he was transitioning and wouldn't be honest with them. In an interview with Howard Stern in 2016, Khloe claimed that she and the family didn't know Jenner was transitioning until the topic came up at a Keeping Up with the Kardashians meeting with E! Entertainment executives. They said that Bruce was having a show about transitioning and the family had no idea about it before that meeting. Khloe said it's strange that Jenner would only talk about the issue while on camera and not in private. She said she thinks it added a sense of security so they wouldn't get as mad if other people were around. Khloe Kardashian said she thought Jenner was lying and being deceptive and found it frustrating, especially since each sister had a different story to tell because he couldn't keep up with the lies. Number 2, Kris Jenner. In 2015, Caitlyn had a cover story in Vanity Fair, and she talked about why her marriage with Kris Jenner broke apart after more than 20 years together. Caitlyn said 20% was gender and 80% was the way I was treated. The claims that were made in Caitlyn's 2017 memoir, called The Secrets of My Life, was so out there that it pretty much fueled season 14 of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. One episode was so detailed because Kris had so many questions after reading a copy of the memoir, and a lot of it was Caitlyn talking bad about Kris. One thing that stood out to Kris was that Caitlyn claimed that Kris knew about the gender issues throughout their marriage. All throughout the book, it says Kris knew. On page 6 in the book, Caitlyn wrote, "This will always be a subject of dispute between Kris and me." She insists that she was taken by surprise by the ultimate transition, and Kris was devastated when she heard this and told her children, "I've done nothing but open up my home and my heart to a person who doesn't give a crap." Kris said none of it makes any sense and everything Caitlyn says is made up. Kris said she's never been so disappointed and angry with someone in her entire life, and that she's completely done with Caitlyn Jenner. Number 1, positive change. Caitlyn has lost a lot of popularity since she made her transition in 2015, but she's never let things keep her down for very long. Despite all the issues with the LGBTQ community, she is still seen as an icon for LGBTQ rights all around the globe. In March 2018, her efforts didn't go unnoticed by the World Value Network, and they honored her as a champion of Israel and LGBTQ rights, which is a huge deal. Before she won that award, she was on a radio show and said she was looking into the political side of activism, like she was hinting at running for a political position in the future. She said, "Can I do a better job from the outside?" Kind of working the perimeter of the political scene, being open to talking to anybody. So far, she's keeping her next career move on the down low. But with all this talk of ideas, and all she has on her mind, who knows what we'll see her do next.
Today's featured comment comes from Meadow from our Unique Baby Names You'll Fall in Love With video. Thanks for the comment, Meadow. Don't forget to leave your comments below and we might feature you in an upcoming video. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.